Welcome back to Tales from the Vale. Tonight, we sail into the black heart of a storm where even gods fear to tread. Gather close to the fire. This is the legend of Leonard, the pirate king who challenged Valhalla and lived to tell the tale. It began in a graveyard of ships, a lone wooden crate floating amidst the wreckage of a fleet battered by a violent midnight storm. Inside was a child, no fear in his eyes, only a cold defiance that mirrored the lightning striking the churning black waves. He grew up in the filth of muddy harbors, fighting for every breath, carving his destiny into the very bones of the sea. Now, he commands the Crimson Howl, a vessel of ride and shadow, draped in a bioluminescent mist that hums with forgotten curses. The ship entered the northern fjords, where the ancient stone kings began to weep blood at the sight of the profane pirate. Leonard stood at the bow, raising a cutlass forged from the bones of a kraken, screaming his hatred toward the silent gods above. The ocean answered. A wave the size of a mountain rose, taking the shape of the Midgard serpent, ready to swallow him whole. Fire, he roared. Obsidian cannons thundered, launching enchanted shells into the heart of the divine tempest, shattering the silence of the north. From the depths rose the spectral drakars, ghostly Viking warriors, long dead but bound by Odin's will, emerged to crush the rebellion. The siege of the divine gate had begun. Magic and steel clashed as the living and the dead fought for the abyss. Leonard's crew, cursed and rotting, boarded the ghost ships. It was a visceral ballet of bone cutlasses against ancient iron axes. Then the sky ripped open. The avatar of Odin descended on Sleipnir, his spear gun near crackling with the fury of 1,000 stars. Valkyries dove from the heavens, their wings shedding light like falling embers as they struck at the Crimson Howl. Leonard invoked the forbidden blood magic of the deep. His veins glowed a terrifying crimson as he harnessed the power of the abyss. With a roar that shook the world, he leapt. His bone sword shattered against the god's armor, but the impact drew divine blood. The avatar fell, dissolving into sea foam and golden dust. The pirate king stood alone, a mortal who had broken the divine. He took a piece of the god's shimmering skin, draping it over his shoulders. A trophy of a victory that would curse him forever. As a massive whirlpool opened to claim the battlefield, the Crimson Howl vanished into the dark, leaving only the legend behind. Days later, a single bone cutlass washed ashore. It still hums with magic, a reminder that the deep never truly forgets its kings. The fire dims, and the veil settles once more. Thank you for listening to tonight's tale of the Crimson Howl. If you crave more legends from the dark, subscribe and join us again. Until then, beware the calling of the tides.